All right, so what are we talking about today?
Oh, have we started?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hi, I'm Brendan.
I'm Levi, also known as Fanazoom.
I'm me.
That's him.
That's
This is
him.
the name pending podcast. We're
Can
back.
we just never say his name?
Sure. Hello, person. Hello, person. I live
Just a
with.
mystery character.
Mystery
yeah.
man.
These two just offered me $20 to sit on this couch.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
talk. Yeah.
Talk about something.
We just
Well,
found
it's
out
been a
some
while
homeless
since
bloke.
we've been doing something like this. I think the last time we did this was a really shitty episode. Then one before that, we talked about it was last year. It was
Yeah.
Godzilla and X-Men.
Fuck Godzilla still.
Yep. Still to this.
Honestly.
Fuck you, X-Men. I already watched you. Fuck you.
Oh, you actually went. And
I already watched
Phoenix?
Dark Phoenix.
I'm so sorry.
I know. I was like,
Ooh.
there was no way in hell I disliked that much because it's my least favorite X-Men movie, and I was like, there's no way in hell I disliked it that much, and it's on HBO Max, so we watched it, and I was like, I need a drink. Fuck this.
Good lord.
Anyway, so yeah, we're back officially. We don't really have too much to talk about today. We're gonna talk about the DC stuff going on because it's like the new era
Yeah,
of
the
DC.
Washington D.C. stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, all the politics.
riots.
We're gonna talk about all the politics.
podcast.
This is a political gig. Yeah.
This is a political
We've
gig.
changed and grown in the
We're
past
going to
year.
talk about a nice little film called Monster Trucks, which we know you've never heard of.
No, they all know it. It's the most popular film
It
in
is
America.
the most popular film.
It is the most, actually, fun fact, most successful film of all time.
all
It is.
time. Yeah,
Endgame
100%.
stepped down. $300 billion. Monster Trucks.
Monster Trucks.
Monster Trucks.
Lost 70 mil.
Boom. Profit. You see, in some dimension, I'm sure that is a profit.
You know, I think that might actually be a record for most financially devastating film.
I don't think so.
No, not probably not. Actually, I don't know what the answer is to that.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 because it was taken out of theaters like 2 weeks.
I don't remember that. I remember I saw that actually in theater. I was like one of the few human beings that saw that
Yeah,
in theaters.
but like,
That
wasn't
is
it taken out of
heinous.
theaters
Something
at least
like that.
like near us like
Yeah.
2 weeks after being
That was the
released?
worst birthday ever.
You went to it on your birthday? Why?
Huh? I don't know. I don't know why I saw. I think I was still retarded. But
Say the R word.
I'm sorry.
You
My
can't say that, dude.
my apologies to the retarded people.
It's fine. His ex-girlfriend was retarded.
It's a fact. Fuck you, Carol Baskin.
Fucking Carol Baskins. that dirty
Anyway, so first thing we did last night for movie night, we do like once a week, watch 2 films or so. We watched The Dark Knight, arguably the greatest superhero film of all time, if you can call it a superhero film. Would you call it a superhero film?
It's superhero.
I mean-
yeah.
It's a crime drama, kind of.
I wouldn't necessarily call it that.
No?
I mean, I would put it in the genre of superhero, but it's more than that.
Yeah, it's a full-on drama,
Like
a
it's
thriller.
Just, yeah, it's just like one of the
Yeah.
like genre
Like
titles.
it feels like an actual like film.
This was also kind of before Marvel was like really set in
yeah.
stone on like the whole universe and like superhero movies have to be.
The first Iron Man
superhero
came out the
movies.
same year. It came out the month after.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
they were just
Wow.
starting their shit, whereas Dark Knight was already like kicking shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've watched it, and I probably rewatched it maybe 1 or 2 twice a year, and god damn, it's such a good quality fucking film. And I just like I was reminiscing about seeing it in theaters and just the atmosphere of the entire theater, and it's like one of the first times I was in an audience in a theater, and it was actually like people were loud about shit, and then like in a good way, like cheering about shit and everything
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, it was a
Giving
really
that
nice
positive
experience.
reinforcement.
Yeah, I wish that happened more, but unfortunately, films have gone downhill, and no
Yeah.
one cares so much anymore.
Yeah.
Well, not
Like the
DC
last
at
one I
least.
really had like that was honestly, like Force Awakens or Infinity War was kind of loud. People were kind of loud during Infinity War.
I would
Yeah.
argue with The Force Awakens because me, you, and Levi, we all went and saw Slenderman together, and us as like a community, and being that entire theater, we're all on board with booing the fuck out of this movie.
That's true. I am stand corrected. Slender Man is the most best
We
film
all
I've seen. in a
shitted
movie.
on that movie, and we all laughed at each other's
Yes.
shitty
Dude.
jokes. All strangers, and we all just came together to shit on that movie.
That was the night of my greatest joke of all time, the Ooga Booga joke.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah,
I made
good
the
job,
entire
Levi.
crowd laugh. I
That's
was
your
so
peak.
satisfied by
That's
that.
your peak moments, like
Yeah,
from
no.
comedy wise.
I'm never getting back to that.
Yep.
Don't even try.
Yep.
No, I won't.
I can attest to this.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Hey, when I get enough money, I'm gonna re-show that movie in theaters just so I can do it again. Prove me
Levi,
wrong.
with going back to Dark Knight, you mentioned that this is only the second time you've ever seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your impressions? I'm much older and much wiser.
So the first time I saw it, it was pretty close to the release date. So what'd you say that was, like 2008?
That was 2008. It was,
so I was
June
10 years
2008?
old.
Christ, that was 2008.
That was 12
Yeah, I
years
know,
ago,
right?
yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. No, so I was 10 years old at the time. I liked it. I think I like it about the same now, but for different reasons. The levels of like have changed.
Mm-hmm.
I now much more appreciate the slower moments compared to the
Yeah.
action, because some of the action, like especially with like working in CG,
Mm-hmm.
I realize now that some of the CG in that movie is extremely subpar. Specifically, the part where he tears the guy out of the building with an airplane.
Yeah.
I thought that scene looked like shit. but it was sure
there's a couple
cool.
shots that don't hold up quite well CG wise.
No.
But luckily, Christopher Nolan's one of those guys that doesn't use CGI all that often. He only needs to use it when he needs it.
Yeah, well, it honestly looked like it was animated by the animation team of Ants from 1999.
Christopher Nolan, your team is being called out here.
Yeah, your team sucks ass, dude. Get a new one from 2008.
Jordan, you probably
Go
watched a
back.
lot more than Levi has, or at least a couple times.
What? No, that was like my second time. so-
Okay, well,
Oh,
your
well.
impression's much older and wiser.
I mean, I'm still, just as a kid, I was always blown away, and to this day, I'm still blown away that Christopher Nolan actually blew up a hospital for that shot.
People died. They didn't even bother getting
Yeah.
those people out of there.
He was
People
like,
died.
hey, this will be
Absolutely.
really funny.
Yeah.
Blowing C4 everywhere.
Man, this is filmmaking. I'm wanted, but this is filmmaking.
This is
Christopher Nolan
top
doesn't do
tier.
that CGI shit.
No,
Getting
that
my
was
shot.
I see why he doesn't do it. This is like hired out of a basement.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, I can blow up this hospital for this shot, alright? I'm sure somewhere in the future someone's gonna get one shot with Freebird.
Get one
I don't do
shot
two
with Freebird.
takes.
I don't do two takes.
Fuck.
Oh god. But yeah, it's still amazing. I'd put it top quality, like top tier. Arguably best superhero film if you put it in that category.
Honestly, that's my favorite Joker. 100%.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh
it's
god.
like everyone's favorite
Oh
Joker.
god, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No, I
there's
mean
not
like
debate.
I feel like a lot of people nowadays would say that the Joker from Joker is the best rendition.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
see a
don't
couple
think
things
so.
like that. No.
I liked him as a character. I don't know if I liked him as the Joker necessarily.
Okay, that makes
It
sense.
felt more like an American Psycho thing going on.
Yeah, honestly. But yeah, this Joker, Heath Ledger's Joker, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Is fucking
Poor
incredible.
bastard.
Huh?
Said poor bastard.
Poor bastard. Died even before the movie came out. God. And then, of course, there was plans for him to come back in the third one, but of course that fell apart because, Heath Ledger had to die, and you can't recast Heath Ledger. You
No.
can't.
Can't do that.
But, Dark Knight Rises turned out okay.
yeah,
God,
it did.
Yeah.
That's the one with Bane, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that one quite a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah,
pit.
and he got
That's
an
fun.
Oscar for it too, which, God, that's actually, now that I think about it, 2 Jokers have won Oscars.
Cool.
What did
Good
they?
on 'em. Huh?
Did they just give it to the family or?
I think somebody
They
from his,
put it on the
estate,
tomb.
took it from or
Okay.
something like that. I don't know exactly.
Poured some fresh concrete.
No,
and
because
shoved it in
like
there.
those sometimes there's those like award shows where it's like, oh, and like he couldn't be here today, so I will take the award in his honor.
Yeah, I don't. If there's,
Yeah.
well, I'm sure there was someone like that. I just don't know who it was.
like a proxy. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and then Joaquin won this year, for Joker, which well deserved. Well
Honestly,
deserved.
no, yeah, that performance was amazing.
Yeah.
I genuinely felt like you were watching someone descend into madness.
Absolutely, yeah, that's very well
Absolutely
done.
unnerving.
Yeah. And then I'll just kind of segue this into the other DC stuff. Like we had this the DC, I think they call the Fandom Dome or whatever. It's like their Comic-Con because we couldn't have Comic-Con this year because thank you COVID. So that's where they show all the trailers for the new movies and the games and the TV shows and all that shit. Did you guys watch the trailers for the new Batman? Well, I guess the Gotham Knights or whatever, the video game.
I did not.
No.
Okay,
I
so
didn't
it's
see
like-
that one.
It's like this 4-player game where Batman dies and you have to protect the city from villains as Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, and
Batwoman?
Red Hood.
Oh, Red Hood.
I thought
cool.
Nightwing was just older Robin.
There's dude.
There's different Robins. There's like
Oh.
3 Robins.
Yeah, it's different people, but they all get like the Robin title.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
So,
but-
so like once they grow up, they go and like become something else. Like for instance, like I believe the first Robin grew up and became Nightwing.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Huh.
so.
Okay.
then-
I was not clear on that.
Then the other one, second one, I think
I think that was Red
he
Hood.
became Red Hood. Red Hood, yeah.
he was Red
Yeah.
Hood.
Okay.
Yes, after he was murdered by Joker.
And now the current Robin is Damian.
Something like that. Yeah, I think so. Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
Damian Wayne.
Anyway, yeah, it's like a 4-player beat 'em up where like you it's like fight villains and shit like that. But then after that, they showed the Suicide Squad game trailer, which is coming out in 2022. It's from Rocksteady,
Yeah.
who made the Arkham games. I don't know if you guys ever played those.
I have not.
I've
I
been
didn't.
replaying them, and they're really good. They hold up.
They're okay. The one thing that really made me not want to play that game was the element of Batman taking up the entire screen.
Yes, but it's awesome.
I don't like that. I don't like that though.
No, gameplay wise, it's very simple. All you do when you're in combat is you tap square, and if someone's attacking
Yeah.
you, press triangle. That's
liked-
gameplay.
I liked the characters that they introduced in that trailer. Seemed like they had a lot of personality. The only thing that I take issue with is the scene doesn't look like it was professionally animated. It
That's-
just doesn't.
That's fine. Whatever.
Hey, as someone that wants to be an animator,
Yeah.
I take offense to that. You could have
okay.
given some people jobs.
Could you animate it better? Could you animate it better?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't believe you, but okay.
do it.
I fucking will.
Right
Do
now.
it.
After I'm done with the monkey.
Yeah. Once you're done with this monkey, make a better one.
And then anything with Evil Superman, I'm down with, and there's Evil Superman in that trailer, and I'm excited about it.
Nice.
Yes. All right, guys, we're going to get to the good stuff now, the movies. We'll start with the worst one. How about Wonder Woman 1984 with Cat's Cheetah? Cats.
Hey,
Oh,
hold
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
Hold on. I will say, swinging off lightning is pretty cool.
So being off
But that's
lightning
the first
is
trailer.
the fucking hypest shit I've ever
Yeah,
seen. And
it's
yes, they
pretty badass.
do repeat it in the trailers. Every trailer I've seen for
That's
has
like
that in it.
that's
like
what
they know
people are
it's
going to
hype,
go
yeah.
to see.
Yeah, it's like they know it's
Swinging
hype,
off of
so they're
lightning.
just like, oh, just keep using it.
Yeah.
But that I don't know.
What
that
they
could
didn't
backfire.
want you to see is fucking Cheetah Girl coming
Yeah,
in there.
that's why it's all fucking darkly. That's why it's at night.
They're gonna
No, it's-
turn it
So they can
down.
hide the hideous form that is fucking Christian.
That is
Wiig.
100% why they did
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
because they wanted to hide this terrible.
Now, I would
creature.
forgive the state of the CGI cat thing in the trailer if it was the movie wasn't supposed to come out like 5 months ago. That's
Yeah.
finished. That's finished CGI. That's
Yeah.
done.
It's like the Sonic movie all over again.
Yeah. But I mean,
the
I
hashtag
I really
gonna be
liked
this
the first
time?
Wonder Woman, except for like the final battle.
Still haven't seen it.
It's really good.
Okay.
Just stop at the final battle, maybe just skip to the end of the final battle.
The final battle has really terrible CGI,
Yeah, it
and the
does,
plot
yeah.
points are.
Remember, like when we
loose.
saw Baywatch and it had that fire,
Yeah.
the CGI fire. It has that quality fire
Oh boy,
Damn.
all around the
Yeah.
entire scene.
it's not great.
No.
It upset me greatly.
And then it's like Professor Lupin from Harry Potter in God armor.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's bad. Like
It's
they like
really
CGI
bad.
his head onto like a giant body with six pack.
Is it like the Suicide Squad PS2? Like her brother, or that was
I would
the
put
main
it up
villain?
there. Yeah, I put it
yeah,
there. Yeah,
it's about that.
it's really
yeah.
underwhelming. But besides that, I think it's like the stuff before that and the stuff after that's pretty solid.
I
This
feel like a lot of the scenes in that movie are good,
Mm-hmm.
but then as they're only good if you just don't look at the facial expressions that actress is making. I don't know why, but it upsets me
She's a pretty
greatly.
lady.
No, just the faces she makes, like ah, fucking pissed me off.
I'll pay more attention to her face next time.
What were you
were you
paying
looking
attention
at?
to, Brendan?
What were you
Huh?
looking at, huh?
What were you looking at?
Don't call me out on my shit. Okay.
Huh? Huh? What were you
I have
looking
a,
at, Brendan?
a crush on Gal Gadot. Okay. Or
Okay.
Gal Gadot. My apologies.
What? Crocodile?
No, Gal Gadot.
I don't know who that is either.
That's the actress. That plays Wonder
Oh,
Woman.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah. It just that whole trailer just like leaves me with a sense of eh. It's like when I watched the Black Widow trailer. Eh.
Eh.
Because like sure like lightning's hype and like her and her gold guard armor at the end of it's pretty hype too because it looks nice.
But then
Yeah.
But then Cheetah happens, and then Kristen Wiig in general comes on screen. Then, like, I guess the villain pulling the strings behind the scenes or whatever, they don't really hear anything about him. And it's just, okay.
I don't know. It seems like it's going to be a flop, honestly. Maybe
Yeah.
not financially, but definitely quality-wise. I don't think that's going to be a good movie.
Yeah, I'm sure it will make money although it's being delayed again.
Awesome.
Every movie's being delayed again because they saw how poorly the movie's doing now.
Just put it on Netflix.
No.
Shouldn't
No,
do great.
put it on HBO Max and make people buy it, like what they did with Mulan.
That's true.
Yeah, they
Could
probably
do that.
probably just do that because Mulan made a bunch of money. So
Yeah, but I think that was mostly
Mulan
in China.
is Disney, and
Yeah.
Disney will shoot you.
Disney will shoot you if you don't buy it. That's
the
why
Dis-
I bought it 3 times.
A guy in a
Super
Mickey
safe.
costume
Super
shows
safe.
up at your door with a fucking gun, knocks on it, is like, have you watched Mulan?
Can
I
see
watched it
your
3
receipt
times.
History.
3 times. 3 times.
3 times, sir. Okay.
Here's a bulletproof vest. You win.
and then he racks the pistol, unloading 1 charge per view. However many you have left is how many he's gonna blast in your direction.
Yeah. Then after that, Suicide Squad trailer, which is more like just the roll call stuff, and there was the behind the
Yeah.
scenes look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon, though.
God, I'm so excited.
That fucking cast though is
The
so
cast
big.
is so good. Taika
It looks
Waititi is
amazing.
fucking shark person. I don't know characters very well. I apologize. This is like a 180 from the first Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Which you saw, we saw, all of us saw on the same night,
So
opening
bad.
night in 2016. I had my hopes up because well, I'm gonna set the scene.
Okay, yeah.
2 months beforehand,
It was
Batman
a
v
foggy
Superman.
night.
Batman v Superman came out and crushed my soul, and it hurt my boy. Hurt me.
He cried for 14 days and 14 nights.
I was angry. I was pissed. I was sad.
They
But
were
then I was like, it's
fiery
okay, Brendan.
tears.
In like 3 or 4 months' time, Suicide Squad is going to come out, and that trailer looks hype as shit. All 3 of those trailers look hype as shit. Jared Leto's Joker won't be that bad. He looks hype as shit. we all got together. We sat down, and Suicide Squad happened, and we saw something that was arguably maybe worse than Batman v Superman, fundamentally speaking.
Maybe. Yeah.
I liked it more than BVS, but that's because I just hate BVS so much. Not saying anything good about Suicide Squad. But the way that it's edited, the way it's acted, the way it's written, and everything just about it. God.
I know. And even the characters, like, they weren't cohesive enough to make that good team
You guys remember
dynamic.
Katana?
Who?
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
existed.
Fucking, like her, the only
What?
the only, background
The
chic
Japanese
woman with
swordswoman.
the white mask
The
and she has
Japanese
the
sword- yeah.
sword.
Oh, holy shit. I forgot she was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like, remember literally the only backstory they gave her is Rick Flag says the line, her fucking
husband
sword
or
keeps the souls of her victims, and like her husband's in there, and then you get that shot of her crying at her sword, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's the only character she
let's
gets.
not forget as well that Warner Brothers, DC,
Mm-hmm.
also taught everyone, children, old people, animals if they were snuck into the theater, you can survive a helicopter crash.
You can.
It doesn't matter how high up you are, how fast you're falling,
you-
you can survive a helicopter
No, if
crash.
you
Even if it-
crash and
even
you
if it
roll like half a
explodes.
mile, you'll be fine.
Yeah, just Legend of Zelda. Right as you jump off the ledge, and right
Yeah.
before you hit the ground, you hold up on the joystick so you roll instead of taking fall damage.
It's fine.
Yeah.
If your helicopter hits everything at 100 miles an hour, it's fine.
Remember that it also explodes.
It also
at the
explodes,
End.
but you're okay.
Just
In a
forget how
massive
physics
fire.
works. It can't hurt you if you don't
Yes.
know it.
It also
Fire also
has,
can't
in my
hurt you.
opinion, maybe disagree with this, it is the worst villain of any superhero film the modern era.
I'm going
Who
to
was the
disagree with
villain?
that.
Ooh.
I'm going to
Conversation.
say
Who's the
the
villain?
worst villain is
Conversation.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger's depression is the worst villain.
Oh, who was the villain? I literally can't remember.
It was the witch chick and her brother. It was the witch weird
the-
chick that
yeah, the,
danced a lot and
the-
made the wave
The
shit.
architect
Weird.
that found
Oh,
the voodoo doll that
yeah, the
cursed her.
ring chick.
Yeah.
The ring looking chick.
Yeah.
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 Remember that Mexican fire dude?
Yeah, El
movie?
Diablo.
El
was his
Diablo.
name.
Yeah, El Diablo.
And then he turned
Dude.
into a fire god at the end for some reason.
Yeah, he
forgot
turned
about
into
that.
a big ass fire tiki, started walking around, and then died immediately after
Yeah.
without doing anything.
There was no explanation, I think.
No, I know.
Remember when Will Smith's
he was
entire
such a fucking They just ramshacked him into the plot for some reason.
That's why everybody is, though.
Yeah.
Everybody except for like Harley Quinn is rammed into that
What
plot.
about Deadeye? Deadeye's kind of in
Deadshot?
there.
Deadshot has a character. His character
Deadeye. I don't
is
fucking
his
know.
character is I have a daughter and I don't
And I
miss.
have a gun.
And I don't miss.
I have a daughter and I have a gun.
I have a gun.
That's his character. The only good part of that movie I liked was it's weirdly a scene with Jared Leto Joker. It's when the Batman shows up at the beginning.
Oh yeah, and just punches the shit
Yeah,
out
that's
of him.
great.
Oh.
That's fucking great. And like Harley Quinn's like trying to stab him in the water, and he just one punches her and knocks her out. I was like, that's great. I love that because I actually love Ben Affleck Batman.
Yeah.
I love him as Batman. But
Nice.
anyway, this feels like complete 180. This has weirdly twice as much characters as the first one did, but I trust James Gunn a lot more than I trust David Ayer.
Plus,
Yeah.
they have that stop motion character in there. That looks
The
pretty
Weasel
interesting. Yeah.
by Sean Gunn, which looks fucking incredible. Which
I really want to see
I don't know if you
that.
guys saw the behind the scenes stuff. Like, no. He's actually in the trailer. They show footage of him, and he is actually stop motion.
Oh shit.
Nice.
It's fucking great.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So he's like stop motion along these live action people.
That's great. I love
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
a good concept.
It's all, and like the cast is great. You got John Cena as who's supposed to basically be a douchey Captain America, which is great. Then you got Harley Quinn again, which I don't know if you guys saw Birds of Prey, which is basically just a
No, I
Harley Quinn
didn't.
solo movie.
Did not.
It's really good. I liked it. Some of my friends didn't like it that I saw it with, but
I'll give it a shot here.
Yeah.
DC seems to be on a comeback track.
yes, exactly. This is Marvel's era is done. I'm after Endgame. I'm done with Marvel movies. I'm done. I didn't even want to see the new Spider-Man when it came out last year.
Oh no.
No, I was like, I
Oh.
don't want to see it. I'm done. Just like Endgame feels like the end of an era.
Setting up the new stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah,
I really feel like they peaked with Infinity War.
yeah, that's the most fun. I think. Like I can rewatch that and have
Definitely.
a good
Honestly,
time.
I feel they peaked at Thor Ragnarok.
Oh man.
That's a good one too.
I feel like that's a little bit contested though, because some people really did not like that tone change. I fucking loved it.
I love Thor Ragnarok.
My favorite is actually
And that is the only Marvel film
Yeah.
I like.
Oh.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, well,
What about
three,
the
'cause
what about the
Volume three.
OG
You got
Iron
three.
Man?
I always forget because Guardians was so good that I forget
Yeah.
it's Marvel because I fucking hate everything else.
What about the OG Iron Man?
No, man.
You didn't like
Even as,
that?
even as a dumb kid, I didn't like it.
Oh, that's too bad, man. I fucking love
Yeah.
that shit.
Guardians 2 is my peak. That was like.
I really
beautiful.
didn't like Guardians
Well,
too.
fuck you.
Fuck you and you're not having dad issues.
But yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry.
Father and Son by Cat Stevens still hurts.
Okay.
Come on, you telling me you weren't hype as fuck when The Chain started playing?
Oh yeah,
No.
when they're having that God battle and The Chain by Fleetwood Mac started playing.
Yeah, that bit at the end was the only part of the movie that I actually liked.
Oh, I liked the character moments.
I don't know. It was
Yeah.
okay, but it didn't quite feel the same as the first movie. The first movie was like fucking hitting you back to back with all these creative settings that are shoving you into this universe and playing all these songs that I've heard before, but remixed to a different scene, and I liked that. And then in the new one, it's like there's
I think the soundtrack's
three-
better in the new one.
There's 3 settings that I remember, and that's the first setting with the alien world with the batteries, the second setting, which is the outer planet, and the third setting, which is the inside of the planet, and that's all I remember.
Okay, that's fair. That's all it really is of the movie anyway. Except
Yeah,
for
I
like
know.
that wood planet that you
It,
crash
it
on.
doesn't feel as much of an odyssey, if that makes
There's
sense.
the wood place,
There's
then
the
there's
wood
the
place.
snow place, which is the giant whorehouse planet.
Giant whorehouse planet.
I genuinely don't remember that.
They have the robot
Like
forest.
sex slave things.
Yeah,
Like,
Sounds badass. Can we go there?
yeah, it's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's go there after this.
Animate us a spaceship.
But anyway,
3D
You got it.
molded.
Anyway, new era DC, please take over. I want my good movies.
I would like to think the reason why DC is starting to make a comeback is what I'm hoping is like Warner Brothers finally realized we should not interfere so fucking much.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
all these
absolutely. Yeah.
directors'
That's what Joker feels like. Joker feels like, you know, they just like let Todd Phillips do his thing, and Joker happened. And it's great. I really, at least very least, really good. There's a lot of people that don't like Joker,
Yeah.
but you know, which I understand. But
It is.
I don't-
A rather
I
slow
don't
movie.
understand.
it's a
that.
it's
What's
a
the,
rather shallow movie compared to other in-depth psychological films. But you know, compared to DC's caliber and what their standards are for the past few years, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, it felt
Huh?
it felt really good watching that movie. Like having watched a lot of psychological stuff. That
Yeah.
felt like pretty quality.
It's described a lot by a lot of people by like Baby's first taxi driver, which is fair because like
yeah, I could see that.
yeah.
It's
and
kinda
then
laid
This is
playing
like with
pretty
Joker, Birds of Prey. I'm feeling up on the up. We're on the up here. We'll save the best for last.
What were we
by the way, am I
originally
missing
talking
anything?
about?
So Wonder Woman and Suicide Squad,
Justice League.
Justice League, the
Oh
Snyder
yeah, the
Cut.
recut.
Which with Zack Snyder, if you're listening to this, I know you're listening to this little shit. Listen to me. You get off Leonard Cohen's dick. You leave him alone. That man died, and you let him rest in peace. You let that man rest in peace. God damn it.
For all the people who don't know, he's talking about the song that he keeps playing.
Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Great
Leonard
song,
Cohen.
though.
Yes, R.I.P. Leonard Cohen. Fuck you, Zack Snyder. But anyway, this new trailer, it's completely redone movie mostly. Apparently the majority of the plot has been changed and reshot. Actors came back and reshot stuff. And things have been rewritten. This is like, so what happened if you don't know the backstory of whoever's listening? I know you guys do. But about halfway through production of Justice League, Zack Snyder's daughter committed suicide, so I had to leave the production, and I laughed. But then Joss Whedon, who did the first two Avengers movies, came in and basically started finishing the movie, but he rewrote the entire like half the movie basically, and reshot a bunch of shit, and that's how we got the first Justice League, which we saw in theaters. Levi, I don't know if you saw that with us. I don't think
The
you
first
did.
Justice League?
Yeah.
No.
Well, no. We saw.
I was there.
I knew it was going to be bad, so I didn't
saw
want, I didn't
the
wanna
night
go.
before we saw it together. I saw it twice in 2 nights.
That's fucking horrible. I'm
Because
sorry.
my manager at the theater I was working at, which I will not name to not get them in trouble, was decided I don't want to wait for this movie because he was excited about it and watched it the night before we were supposed to be showing it in a theater, and we watched it alone in there, and I was like, ooh, that's not a great thing, because I was hoping for more, like, because it's such a bare bones team up movie. It's so fucking bare bones.
Yeah.
Jordan, what were your impressions after first watching it, the Justice League film? Because I remember you, the only words you can utter when we finished it was, "That was a clusterfuck, and I want to go."
Hey, it could not possibly be worse than Resident Evil 5.
But here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Resident Evil 5
Their
was
standards-
like half as long as Justice League.
Honestly, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But
They
did
at least
but
knew,
did you have
we're
a
shit,
migraine
get it
when
over
you came
with.
out of it?
Honestly, yeah. But,
Oh, fuck. That just reminds me they're doing a Monster Hunter movie. Fuck.
yeah.
Gosh,
yeah, that's happening.
What?
Fuck.
Do we have new news on that?
I don't
What's
know- I
happening
don't
Just
to
even-
that they're
that?
still doing it.
I don't even know,
Fucking
like,
assholes! Shut
I know
up.
it's supposed to come out this October, but of course that's not happening because COVID. So I don't know if they're coming as streaming service. I don't know if they're just waiting on it.
I hope everyone rejects them.
I hope.
I really hope no
I
one
hope the
fucking
fucking
like,
theaters
it
shut
fucking
their
sucks.
doors.
Like
I
I
don't-
don't understand why
I don't-
Capcom is giving them product to
I don't-
like fucking make these movies.
I don't
I don't know,
know
dude.
how
It's
big the
fucking
Monster
weird.
Hunter fan base is, honestly.
Pretty big.
It's,
pretty big,
it's
so they'll probably all
huge
go
in
see it.
Asia. It's massive in Asia. It's kind of making its way over
So
here
it'll
with
probably
World.
be super big in Asia.
Speaking of which, sorry to kind of switch gears here.
Yeah.
Levi, have you seen the new Nintendo Switch Monster Hunter Rise trailer?
I've heard the name floating around, but I haven't looked at it.
March next year we're getting a new Monster Hunter game for Switch.
Oh, sick! Really?
Yeah.
What's? I'll look into that later. That's too much of a tangent
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
on right now. So we were talking about DC trailers,
Yeah, and we were talking about the Zack Snyder cut.
Yes,
Yeah, the
Zack
Snyder cut.
Which,
which
okay,
I think
will
we've pretty
watch.
much covered.
I don't get me wrong.
And I will be there with you.
Yes, it is 4 hours long.
I will-
and they
I
are
will-
releasing it into 4 parts, each like episode an hour each.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm down. Let's do it.
Reshot movie. Steppenwolf has a much smaller role, which he's also a very awful villain. They got actual dark side in it, which we saw in the trailer, and apparently has more lead up. Allegedly, this is a rumor. It has more Green Lantern stuff in there.
But that's weird that they would have Dark Side in like the first
Movie, yeah, that's like you think that they'd be saving that for like their Thanos, but I think the problem is like aesthetically speaking, he kind of like is very similar to Thanos, so maybe they want to step away from that.
But,
Yeah.
like,
I would
who
hope
else
that they would
is-
try to do something new.
They could do something new, or like if they want to build up a major villain, they could do a couple things like Brainiac or something like that.
Or I
or
think,
just create something that's not been done before.
I
just
think
make your own thing.
So I think another like big DC villain is correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Trigun is also like a big one.
Yeah, they could
at
do
least in
that.
like the Magic world.
Yeah, they could do something like that.
What?
Oh,
Trigun, who's Raven's father.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, and
I
then-
I just immediately think of the anime.
But yeah, this will be interesting because this will wipe the first Justice League from canon and basically do a whole redo. Which I can't think of a movie that actually did that. Like a big studio did that with, where they basically just remade the movie due to the fans' outcry.
Fans raging
Like
outcry.
that
in
got,
the
that got me
streets.
thinking. Like, if the fan base of Star Wars is big enough of an outcry, would they remake like the Rise of Skywalker?
I mean,
'Cause-
technically aren't. They
I mean,
kind of are in
they
a sense,
kinda
saying
did,
like
yeah.
that trilogy is not canon and that we're gonna make another.
that's
trilogy.
not true. That didn't happen.
Oh, that actually
that
didn't
didn't happen.
Oh, that
No, it's-
didn't happen.
It's still canon.
Oh
no.
man, dude, I was so.
But that was a
happy about
rumor that went around that they were actually
okay.
doing that. But no, it's not. It's not. It's still They're still canon. They're sticking to their guns, which
Fuck
Okay,
them.
well,
Do it.
respect to them.
respect
then,
to them for sticking
but-
to their guns.
No
but
respect.
fuck them at
No
the
respect.
same time.
But the two of us have respect. 2/3 respect.
I respect
Brendan,
them,
why are you
but
giving
fuck
away my
them.
name? I thought the bit was that I was just some stranger.
Mystery man has
Sir,
no
I'll
respect.
bleep it out. Don't worry.
But anyway,
Or one of you will, because I'm not going to have time to edit this. Actually,
yes. Anyway, going back to I forgot to mention DC's reputation, Aquaman, which is too long, but it has the most batshit insanity I've ever seen, which is kind of what you want from an Aquaman movie. Fucking like Aquaman surfing on a shark, spearing whales.
what?
Yeah,
What?
there's like a ocean civil war. It's fucking awesome, and like Namor is probably the best DC villain they've had in a long time. Just because he's so tongue-in-cheek with it, which I don't know if you guys have seen Aquaman, yeah?
I have not.
No.
I would recommend it. It's just there's a couple pieces I would skip. When you hear the Africa by Toto cover, which is covered by Pitbull, I would
no.
skip it and skip like a solid hour.
A third of the film gone.
Then just go right to the final battle.
As soon as you start hearing Africa by Toto remixed,
Yep.
just skip an hour.
Skip an hour.
That's
right
the
there.
recommended watch.
You don't need
by
to watch
Brendan.
that hour.
What about the build up to?
You don't need to watch that hour. It's not important. All that matters is Aquaman on a shark spearing whales.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Brendan, we should make a page.
Oh, he also writes a giant
of your
seahorse,
cut of
which is
movies.
great. But
We
people-
should just make a giant list of your cut of movies.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Last Jedi cut by Brendan is fucking great, I promise you.
How's that one go?
That one.
Yeah, fair. Anyway, okay, we're going into the juicy bit now. The
Okay.
Batman trailer. By Matt Reeves, who did the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Dwarf of the Planet of the Apes, which both fantastic movies.
Yeah.
And God, does this trailer? I've watched it probably at least 30 times. But if you had told me like a month before the trailer came out that Nirvana is going to be the song of the Batman trailer, I would have been scared. But God, it works so fucking well.
It was a pretty good trailer. I am
Everything
actually
looks so
looking forward
hype.
to
His
it.
suit looks hype. Robert Pattinson's Batmobile looks hype. Robert Pattinson as Batman looks hype. Even like the simple design of just like a duct tape mask for Riddler works. Yeah,
Is that actually Riddler?
that is Riddler. Yes.
Okay. I miss his green suit.
You might get the green suit
I
later.
hope.
Yeah.
Even if it's after credit scene, I will be happy with that.
I hope when the mask comes off, it's Jim Carrey underneath.
It is not. It is the guy that was. I forget his fucking name. The guy that was in Prisoners, who was tortured in like the bathroom. Remember?
What?
The one. Remember the movie Prisoners with Hugh Jackman?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the guy that he thought kidnapped his daughter and they kidnapped. It's that
okay.
weird guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Interesting.
Anyway, but I'm really excited. I can't wait. And I'm excited that they're like DC is getting experimental. They're not afraid to have like a shared universe and have these movies that have like their own universe too.
Yeah.
Like Batman has his own universe, Joker has his own universe.
Probably until they get back up on their feet financially, they should
Yes.
probably keep doing that.
And then actually apparently Flashpoint is supposed to be connecting a couple things together, like the Flash movie.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
The
it's
one
different
where he
universes
runs
that are
through
all
time.
kind of connected through
Exactly, like they're in the
Okay.
multiverse. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And they got some great stuff going on. They got some animation studio involved who did like they did the fucking like the dead people CGI for the Star Wars movies. They did like young Leia in Rogue One. They did Tarkin in Rogue One.
Damn.
They did CGI Leia for the new Star Wars. So like these people, the studio that was like does like real people's animation, and people are theorizing they're going to bring in Christopher Reeve Superman, like for that one in the short sequence, and not Michael Douglas. Oh my gosh, who was Batman? Who was the '80s Batman?
Just refer to him from here on as 80s Batman.
80s Batman.
We'll rock that.
Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton is coming back for it, and he's going to play Batman again. So that means they're going to go into the Tim Burton universe at some point in the film.
What?
Yeah, that's exciting.
Like Nightmare Before Christmas?
No.
Oh.
No, like the 80s Batman with Tim Burton.
Oh, I didn't
Because
know that was
he
there.
did those movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
The Jack Nicholson Joker and then like Danny DeVito Penguin, those are all his movies.
really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I didn't know that.
That was
Yeah.
back when Tim Burton was sane.
Yeah, he had 3 good movies.
I like him better.
And then he
crazy.
stopped making good movies.
Hey.
Now all he does is make movies with his wife so she can act with Johnny Depp.
Honestly,
Wait.
yeah.
What is he doing now?
He did the Alice in Wonderland movie, which is probably the
Oh.
bottom of the barrel for me. But
Oh,
then I
really?
saw that Mrs. Peregrine's Home for Stupid Children.
Yeah, that one looked pretty stupid children.
I
Miss
never saw that. All I
Peregrine's
saw
Home
was like
for
the
Gifted
trailer.
The
children.
girl I
think
was
it is.
dating at the time wanted to see it really bad, and that's the only reason I saw it. Even if I had gotten to theaters for free, which I did at the time,
Was this Carol Baskin?
yes.
Okay.
Even if I wanted like theaters for free, which I did at the time, I even didn't want to watch it then. But
Yeah.
she wanted to see it. We saw, and I was like, "Holy shit! Can Tim Burton write anything?"
No.
But then it got even worse.
Alice Through the Looking Glass?
Yeah,
No, he
Alice in
didn't
the
write.
Looking
He only
Glass.
he only got a producer credit.
Oh,
for that.
okay.
Someone else directed that,
okay.
but that was still an awful movie.
I hated that movie. I actually
Um,
liked Alice in Wonderland.
I did not. CGI was gross, and
Oh no, I totally agree. The CGI was
and the writing was gross, and the
strange.
characters just grossed me out. And like,
I mean,
seeing-
that's kind of the point, though. That's what I liked about it. I liked that the characters didn't quite look real. They looked almost dreamlike.
well, like
and
Johnny
disturbing,
Depp's
twisted.
like,
a
I
little
don't know
bit.
why,
I
but
liked
like
it.
the way everyone acts and it just makes me actively uncomfortable. They give me anxiety with how weird they are.
That's the point of
I know
Alice
that's
in
probably the
Wonderland.
point, but I don't think it's done well. Like whenever I think of that movie, I just feel gross. I feel gross.
Feel gross.
You know that really shameful thing you did in the past? Like thinking about 3 a.m. That's Alice in Wonderland for me. But no, he actually got worse. He did the new live action Dumbo, which came out
Oh yeah,
This
he did
year?
Dumbo.
What the fuck?
last year.
That happened?
Last year.
Last year, yes.
When did that happen?
That came out last year. It was it's on Disney Plus.
How did I not hear about it?
Don't watch it.
I don't want to.
Don't.
I didn't hear a single thing
But
about
yeah,
it
so it's
until
part of the
now.
new Disney live action stuff, which they've only done one good one of.
They should not do that. Disney should.
Well, see, the
not
thing is,
be live action.
I'm going to rant
Stay
a little
away.
bit about Disney management here.
Okay.
I was on board with The Jungle Book. I love The Jungle Book.
Jungle Book's fucking amazing.
It's great.
Yeah.
And that's because The Jungle Book is a movie that needs to be remade. Because if you watch the animated one, it doesn't hold up.
No.
At all. But then they're remaking these movies that don't need to be remade. Like they did Cinderella, which does not need to be remade.
No.
They did Lion King, which absolutely does not need to be remade. Mulan,
And they
which-
did it terribly.
The CGI is great. It's the
No,
most-
it's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't
It's
think it
a
conveys
beautiful
it
looking
well.
film.
Yes, okay.
The landscapes
the
and everything,
models,
fucking great.
the models are great.
Yes.
If it was any other plot, I would be happy with that.
Yes.
But it is not expressive enough.
The bit where it gets weird is how little the lions and shit actually express anything.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
they
there's
just look
no
like
expression
lions
at all.
talking.
That's
yeah.
okay. That's where the description comes in for me. It was much better
Hmm.
in the original with all the expressive animations that they had.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, obviously.
He's,
Obviously.
he's not disagreeing with you. What are you?
No. I'm agreeing with you. That,
No,
like,
I know, but he's
it
like
held
the
it back.
CG is good.
Yeah,
the
the
I'm
CGI
just
is
saying-
great. Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
amazing.
saying the models are good.
Yeah, no, that's
That's
what
what
I'm
he's
saying. That's what I was saying.
You went on this
Animation
tangent
bad.
for no reason.
Yeah.
They're just
But
real lions.
Jesus Christ!
Shut the fuck up.
No, it's fucking like the CGI, the landscapes, and the actual character model. Like they look fucking real. Like the lion, like Simba's just standing there, not saying anything. Like that looks like a fucking real lion. Holy shit! And I bought it on Blu-ray 4K for that reason, just because like it's like an eye orgasm for me whenever I watch it. As of like. Because they can't express so much because they want to be as realistic as possible, it's fucking it takes away a whole lot of the movie, which unfortunately is the case. And then they did live action Mulan, which I'm not watching yet because I don't want to pay $30 for that and only be able to watch it for 2 days. And
$30.
yeah, actually I don't know if it's a rental thing or a buy thing. I don't know.
That would have to be buy, I would think, because like rental should be like 6 to 10. Right?
Yeah.
That's way too
Amazon
much.
does like 15 for some of the rentals and like new releases and stuff like that. But anyway,
Beauty and the Beast.
yeah, which there's some aspects I applaud them for,
I hate
but
that movie.
again, that movie does not need to be remade.
I hated that
No.
movie so much.
The only thing I loathe about it is this quality of the CGI on everything. You have like 200, I think more than that. I think $300 million budget, and it's like that's the best you got CGI wise.
I haven't seen any of these CGI
Oh, the
bits.
Beast looks horrendous.
Ugh.
He looks sketchy. Like not in a good
Sketchy?
way. Not in a good way.
What is a good kind of sketchy? Describe that for me.
A good sketchy is good drug dealer. Like this guy is sketchy, but he has good drugs.
This guy's
Anyways.
sketchy, but his services top notch.
Top notch. But anyway, that was my tangent. What was? Oh yeah. When did the live action? Well, Disney. Where were we before this? Before this tangent on live
Zack
action.
Snyder's cut.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck,
We're
we've
talking
been
about
here for
Batman.
like 30 minutes
And
trying
you
to
were
talk
talking
about the
about your
Snyder
plot
cut.
with the Flashpoint paradoxing, and then you were talking
Yeah.
about
Oh yeah.
Tim
Tim. You talk about Tim Burton, which led
We
to the
were
live
talking
action
about
stuff.
Tim
Yes.
Burton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
But yeah,
bad.
anyway, they're kind of like tying everything together in this universe stuff, and we got an announcement of Shazam 2, which I really liked the first Shazam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's
And then-
let's blitz through the rest of this
And
because
then
I
just
feel
like
like these are
Black
kind of
Widow. Those are, not Black Widow. Black Adam.
Okay,
Black Adam movie
yeah.
with Dwayne Johnson. We got our first little bit of that, which will be interesting. I'm sure I'll see ya. But yeah, that's basically DC fandom. Hopefully, please God, let Marvel take a rest, because they got nothing exciting in the future that I want to see besides Guardians 3. I was going to see Black Panther 2, but now R.I.P. Chadwick. Wakanda forever. But yeah, they can't do Black Panther 2 quite as much now. We don't know what they're going to do with that still.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, it's very too much bad. But Guardians 3 is the only one, like, movie-wise I'm interested in even. Yeah, everything else is like, I don't care. They got, like, Doctor Strange 2, which is directed by Sam Raimi, which sounds kind of cool. But, you know, whatever. And then Thor 4, which Taika Waititi, but again, even that's like, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. I'm even
I'm
burnt
done.
out on Marvel stuff
I'm done,
right
yeah.
now. Because it's been, what, a full decade?
It's been a full
that
decade.
We've been watching
over a
fuck
decade,
ton
yeah.
of Marvel shit.
12 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I think I'm good
Yeah,
for
I
right
think
now,
I'm good.
at the very
Like
least.
the next movies are like Black Widow, and then Spider-Man, and
Yeah.
then like Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings or whatever.
Shang-Chi and the
It's
10
some karate
Rings.
person. I don't
The
know.
fuck is that?
I don't know.
That sounds like a bootleg.
But anyway, let's talk about Monster Trucks, our little
Oh, yeah.
masterpiece that no one knows about except for us.
Well, you just ruined it. The best movie of all time revealed.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. It's the greatest film we've ever seen.
It is legitimately the greatest film. Best CGI as well.
So, first of all, just like to point out, so we watched Monster Trucks immediately after watching Dark Knight.
Which
Which
is the biggest dip in quality you can do.
no, I wouldn't say the one of the biggest
grades.
the biggest differences I will say about those movies is, so we have our main character, Christian Bale in Dark Knight.
Yes.
Batman
Comparing
doesn't
them.
kill.
It does not kill.
Monster Trucks, a film by Nickelodeon for children, there is at least 20 deaths caused by the main character and his creature.
At least 20.
And that's direct. There may be even more.
They are
indirect.
absolutely fucking direct.
Yes.
smashing
They intend to kill.
cars, fucking whipping people against concrete, throwing
pouring
poison
people
on
with
them.
acid, burning people alive, crushing people too. The sheriff crushed people with that giant truck.
Honestly, I think this was a psychological horror film about the murderous rampage of a teenager and his truck demon.
Honestly,
I think it was a PSA on road rage.
mental illness.
The monster was never there. It was just his
It was never
inhibitions.
God. But yeah, this movie came out 3 years ago now. We saw it in theaters, and it changed our lives.
It did.
It did. It's so fucking funny because you got Dan Glover who won't get out of his goddamn wheelchair because he refused to stand. Even like getting out of his truck, he wouldn't he would just like transfer from a chair, like slid right into his wheelchair. He didn't want to.
Now, for everyone out there who's not seen this movie, Danny Glover does actually play a crippled person.
He does, and he can stand. He can
Yes,
stand.
he
Just
can
to be clear,
stand.
in real life, but he refused to stand for this movie.
This is our headcanon that he has refused to stand. We don't know the details. Please don't
It's
hurt
a
us.
political statement.
It's a political statement. I refuse to stand for your stupid movie.
You terrible plot.
But it's the story about a young boy whose father is a
Who
piece
is
of shit.
Played
and-
by a 30-year-old.
A young 30-year-old boy in high school.
young 30-year-old high school boy who couldn't graduate in time. It was
Probably the funniest scene in that entire movie is him sitting in the bus with all the actual children.
the actual teenagers.
I laughed so fucking hard because the other night we did watch Napoleon Dynamite and Brendan made the reference.
What are you gonna do today, Napoleon?
Whatever I want. It's so good.
Yeah, this 30-year-old man dealing with fatherhood issues and his 19-year-old girlfriend who was also in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, 19, 20-ish.
I don't know what she was.
Yeah, kind
Not
of pretty.
attractive.
But okay, well,
No.
I thought she was pretty. For you young girl from Monster Trucks, you don't listen to him, you listen to me. You're stunning. You slay, queen. But anyway, it's about the young boy with his fatherhood issues and his girlfriend. Well, and then like the corporate thing with Rob Lowe.
Take down Big Oil.
Take down Big Oil.
Big oil.
Monster and ground.
You know what?
Drill. Reveal monster and ground. Monster ground going truck. Boy,
Monster and truck make truck go vroom.
boy going truck. Truck go
Boy,
vroom.
Sounds like
Kill.
Monster plus kid in truck equal kill.
Kill. Murder. And that's the plot, really?
yeah, essentially the monster is the engine to the truck. It
Yes.
wraps its tentacles, which for some reason have magnetic qualities, so it makes it like a bullet train, but it's a car.
Yes.
That's the entire premise of the movie.
Yes. Yes.
I assume this was made to sell really shitty Hot Wheels rip-off toys, and it
Nickelodeon.
failed.
Nickelodeon.
We know what
yep.
you're doing.
We know what you're doing. We have a
what you're
strategy with
doing.
Nickelodeon, but Nickelodeon, while you're here listening to the podcast, I want to ask you a little question. Why would you give this film, this screenplay, a budget of what, $120 million?
Something like that.
Something
yeah.
like that. Yeah, why would you do that?
yeah.
What were you thinking? Why would you do
300.
I mean, honestly, Nickelodeon has not exactly been the smartest with their
that? Why'd
money.
you do that? Yeah. You guys made the series Force Revenge movie. I remember that. You're not smart people.
No, they're really not.
The only movie I like of yours is the fucking SpongeBob movie, because that's a classic.
Oh yeah, and that's also from 2005 when they were still making good decisions.
Honestly, yeah. Just get good again. Become Cartoon Network. Do what they're doing. They're making good stuff.
They're over there. They're like, fuck, dude. They got Unikitty,
Fuck, we don't got
Jesus
you, Kitty.
Christ.
We got SpongeBob still,
failed.
which is still going, I guess.
and it's bad now.
We have
it's really
SpongeBob.
bad.
We have breadwinners.
You guys had iCarly back in the day. You were quality at one point.
I didn't really like iCarly. I was shut the fuck up, Levi, before you go on your tangent. Let me just say my shit. I wasn't the biggest fan of iCarly because I always thought Drake and Josh was better.
Okay,
That's fair.
That's kind of fair. I
And then,
loved both those shows.
Also, if we're talking about those like reality Nickelodeon shows, I also still thought for those one of the best ones was Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
I did not watch that
Same,
at
did
all.
not watch that.
Oh, it was fucking great.
What about Victorious?
I never watched it because
Oh.
I didn't care.
I was watching Nickelodeon at that time.
Fair.
Um,
I was watching Nickelodeon up till like I was, 16.
that's fucking sad. Stop.
I had nothing, Brendan. It was very sad.
I was watching like House of Cards on Netflix and like this
Yeah,
political
well, guess
drama.
what? I was watching The Trees, Brendan.
I was watching Family Guy or Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I couldn't watch that because my parents would leap
Robot.
through
I've
the
been watching it on
windows.
HBO. Watching Hunger Force.
It's so good.
so good.
Like, there's a lot of real bad episodes, but goddamn, there's some real good
What,
ones.
Aqua Team Hunger Force?
Yeah.
I feel like I failed the lottery every time I tried to watch that show because I tried so many times and I thought every episode I watched was absolute garbage.
It has a really weird sense of humor.
Yeah,
It's
it's really weird
kind
sense
of like
humor, and a lot of the episodes are hit or miss.
it's
Yeah.
probably like Squidbillies then,
I don't know. I always like Squidbillies. Like, no matter the episode, I always liked Squidbillies.
No.
Just the concept alone is pretty funny.
Have you tried watching 2020 My Family Guy?
No. Is
Yeah,
it still
you
going?
No,
showed
no,
me.
that was like 2018 Family Guy.
No, you showed me like 2019 Family Guy.
Okay, well.
Is it
just-
still going?
Oh yeah, it keeps getting worse and
Oh.
worse. And
Why would
worse
they
and
stop?
worse and worse.
I don't know.
Because people keep
I thought the
watching it.
writer bailed on them.
Seth MacFarlane, yeah.
Yeah.
So he does voices still, but he doesn't write anymore because
Oh.
he's got his own stuff going on. He's got that Star Trek show.
Orville.
Thank you.
Is it the Orville or is it Lower Decks?
No, it's Orville,
Okay.
the Star Trek parody show.
I mean, Orville's pretty good. It's
I
kind
haven't
of
watched
hit or
Orville
miss.
actually.
It's kind of hit or miss, but it's pretty
Because
fun.
After Star Trek Discovery, I'm not watching any more Star Trek product. Or I don't care if it's a parody even. I'm not watching it. I don't want to be reminded.
Oh.
Sad. I've heard Picard's even worse, so I'm gonna eventually get to that. Eventually, watch that. Just because
Wait.
nostalgia.
What movie did you say was worse?
Picard.
Oh, I haven't watched that. Okay. I
So
thought you
it's a
said
show.
Khan.
It's about Jean-Luc Picard, the captain of the Next Generation crew.
Patrick Stewart.
Yep, he's back, and they did a show about him, and a bunch of old crew members are back too. It's nostalgia milking, milk the nostalgia. That's what the whole thing is.
Awesome.
Great, yeah. I love you, CBS. I love you.
I don't.
And people defend Star Trek Discovery, but I don't know if you know anything about Star Trek. I know Jordan does, but no. Basically, the whole show is about discovery and peace, finding discovery planets, and then it's like I don't know, just like politics. Really, it's not a whole action. There's very little action throughout the entire thing. It's all like kind of intelligence and
You're basically finding inhabitable planets and intelligent life forms.
exactly like finding new life and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's more laid back.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
this one, the Star Trek Discovery, the first episode I watched, I'm gonna stab you in the fucking face! Kill! Everything's exploding! Oh my god! Everyone's dying!
Guys, how did we go from monster trucks to this?
I don't know.
How'd that happen?
That's a great question. Jamie, pull that up.
Who the fuck is Jamie?
Jamie, pull that up. Joe
Jamie,
Rogan podcast,
Jamie,
shout
our
out.
non-existent editor.
But anyway, yeah, Monster Trucks. It's fucking great, and if,
Just give it a chance.
give it a chance.
Give
Just
it a
give
chance.
it a
Just
chance.
give it a chance.
It's 100% the best film I've ever seen.
And I know the director's probably dead by now.
From overdose. From overdose.
But
Overdose on
If you
awesome.
happen to be alive or in the hospital in a coma right now from the overdose,
No, he's suffocated on Nickelodeon slime.
just listen to me right now. Hey, you did great. Don't change anything about what you do. Okay?
Please give us more.
Give us a
fact.
sequel. Give us a sequel.
We want a sequel.
Give us like 14
We can write the plot
sequels.
for you.
We
if you
can.
want.
We can do the writing and we can supply the cameras.
I'll do the CG.
You can do the CG.
Yeah.
We'll write the thing. We can have the cameras and the microphones. We can do it for you.
We have the cameras and the microphones.
We have an
my
iPhone. I have an iPhone. We can
He
film
does
it.
have an iPhone. Shot on iPhone, by the way.
Shot an iPhone. That's the thing now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just call. Ring us up. Ring us up. Our number is. Someone,
Thank you,
I'm
Jamie.
not.
Give him the phone number.
No. I'm not gonna give away my phone number. I'm gonna give out my information and dox my phone.
When I edit this, I'm gonna put your phone number right on.
You don't have
screen.
my phone number, you fuck.
I don't.
I do.
And please don't.
Hey, don't say my name. I'm a mystery.
God damn it! That's 2 edits I gotta do.
Two edits.
Two
God
edits.
damn it, that's so much work.
I'll put a T-Rex sound over it.
I can't do it. My voice will be destroyed.
Anyways.
Anyways, but yeah, give it a chance if you haven't watched it yet. It's so violent. It's so fucking violent.
Without meaning to be violent, it's so fucking violent.
Like when I say a man was covered in poison and dying and screaming, it
Literally
literally
melts.
happens. It literally happens. A man is stuck in a car, can't get out, and he's being sprayed with poison and can't get out, and he's dying.
You remember that scene in Jurassic Park where the thing gets stuck in the car with him? It's like that, but more violent.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah, honestly.
Jesus Christ. but watch it. It's a masterpiece. I have the poster for it somewhere. I think I gave it to you, Jordan.
I think I threw it away.
God damn it!
You should have put that on
I
the
put my
wall,
name
come
on a piece of paper for that.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So much effort wasted.
No, it's like I can't blame you because like what if someone came in your room and saw that I didn't know the context of
I can't share it. It's mine.
It's true. It's too powerful.
It's too powerful for mortal hands.
Who would be coming into his room that didn't know Jordan?
That's hurtful. Well,
Fucking
fuck
robber.
you. That's hurtful.
I got some cool shit.
He's got cool shit. He's got a Green Ranger helmet.
That's true. He does have that.
We're two-thirds.
Wouldn't that also be concerning?
2/3 of this house is Power Rangers, okay?
Rangers together.
Rangers together. Where's your Power Ranger helmet?
I don't have
Fuck
one.
you,
I didn't like
bitch.
Power Rangers. I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
What are you? Some fucking
You- no.
Power Rangers turbo loving
You
motherfucker?
don't know
No.
quality. You don't
I
know
guess
quality.
not. I don't like Power Rangers.
You
I'm
are
sorry.
not a man of quality then, okay?
You have no right.
Your IQ is just too small to understand.
dumb
Using
fuck.
the Rick and Morty defense.
Yes.
Fuck off.
It's so in-depth, the characters.
It's not at all.
And the relationships between the characters so deep.
They
And the
fucking
villains are so
scream
deep.
as
Like
they
the
do
one time Pink
backflips.
Ranger's purse became a monster,
Or pumpkin rapper. The villain.
or the
Pumpkin
time they all get
rapper.
stuck in the storybooks at school.
And the troll thing puts them in a jar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit's real.
bitch.
I'm genuinely concerned by everything that I've heard here today.
Pumpkin rapper is a pumpkin that literally raps and throws whip binds at you. It's fucking terrifying.
That is pretty scary. How good a rapper
Very
is
scary. And of course, if you want to get into the lore of it, that's like a 20-hour conversation.
he? I don't
Got-
want
you know
to.
what? Tangent for another time.
Tangent for another time.
for another time.
Next episode is going to be a 20-hour episode, everyone. Good news.
20 hours.
About explaining the
Jesus.
lore of Power Rangers.
Uncut Power Rangers lore episode.
Woo!
Woo!
Fuck yeah.
We can actually do that.
No. Fuck.
Yeah.
God.
No.
I have to
do
rewatch all of it, even though I rewatched all of it in high school, which I regret doing, because that's multiple
'Cause it's
hours of my
so
life
bad.
wasted.
I mean, to be fair, I did that, but with like One Piece.
Oh, God. Dude.
I love One Piece. Though.
I regret
One Piece is
watching
actually
all
good.
of them so much, because they're all on Netflix.
The first like 100 episodes of One Piece aren't good, and
Yes,
then
they are.
I don't agree with that.
You don't like Naomi's arc? Oh my fucking god.
Nami.
Thank you.
I'm just saying it was really slow.
I
and
just
boring.
had an aneurysm apparently.
It's so boring, and then Crocodile happens, and Crocodile is like the hypest shit, and then Crocodile ends, and they go to Skypiea, and Skypiea is so fucking boring.
Yeah, Skypiea. I will agree. Skypiea is boring.
Like-
I love the first 60,
My-
70 episodes though. No, first 80.
This
my bad.
is a different tangent for another time. This is a different tangent.
Yeah, we're getting off track here.
Yeah.
So, Monster Trucks, go watch it. 10 out of 10, best movie ever made.
It really is.
Yes. DC stuff.
CGI puts Disney to shame.
Yes.
It really does.
Step up, Star Wars. Up your game.
Step up.
Anyways, we have been name pending.
Name pending the podcast. This has
Name
been
pending
Brendan,
podcast.
Mystery Man, and Levi.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Hey, bye. So can I have my money?